Alright, here we are with the Gigabyte X99 gaming G1 Wi-Fi. I picked this up just because it was a fairly reasonable price for all the features, but I am having one pretty major flaw with it, and it's I have two GTX 780s in here, and it alternates which one it's going to initialize first. You got one on PCI Express slot 1 and 2. 2 is actually the third one down. But the thing is, it alternates which ones it's going to initialize. Sometimes it'll pick 2, sometimes it'll pick 1, and you just never know. And sometimes it'll initialize 2 when there's no monitors even plugged into it, and it still initializes it, and the computer's booting up and everything, but you have no picture because there's no monitors. And then other times it will initialize 1 like it should, and then it's all good. But the thing is, every time it switches back and forth, when Windows loads, I get the NVIDIA message, your display settings have changed. I have to go in and reset my surround and SLI config, and it's super annoying having to do it every other time I restart my computer. And now, as of this morning, I could not even get into the BIOS with the second card installed. It just hangs on a black screen and will not do anything. I cleared the CMOS a couple times, hit the button, turns back on, black screen, nothing. Actually, you see the Gigabyte logo, push delete for BIOS, UEFI, whatever. It'll start to go and then just hang. It would not go until I pull one of the video cards out, and then it works and it's all good to go. As soon as I put that second one back in, the same thing. Clear the CMOS again, still the same thing. I switched the order of the cards, same thing, makes no difference. So yeah, it's extremely annoying. But we're gonna see what happens. It should be the middle screen. I actually have the third screen plugged into the second card, so if that one initializes first, the farthest one to the right will turn on. And it is. The right one is turning on when it should be the middle. That's the bottom card. That's number 2 when it specifically is set. Initialize PCIe 1. Then why is it doing 2? And I can see right now my settings are fucked up again because the other 2 screens are off because it's swapped. So now I have to go in and reset it to go across all 3 screens again. And then when I reset it and initialize the first one, boom, I have to redo it again because then the other 2 screens will be on. Or, it's so stupid. Let's do a shutdown. Some 1-800 number calling. I don't want to talk to you. Now let's see what we get. Did we get the middle? Oop, it's the right one again. Now, this comes up and then it should just go black and stay black and it won't do nothing. You can leave it sit here all day long. Boom! There's my BIOS. That screen is blue, we're setting black. It's on and everything, but we get nothing. So I can't even get into there without pulling the second card out, and that just started doing that today. All last week it was perfectly fine. It's just like, oh, today, meh, now let's not do this now. So yeah, it's bullshit. So this board is getting sent back to Newegg. It's a replacement only, but I complained and said, hey, I've been a customer since 2004. Who knows how many thousands of dollars I've spent over the time, customers' computers, my own computers. It's a lot of freaking money and a lot of orders. They decided to give me in-store credit, which I guess I'll take that. If they wouldn't have done that, I'd just be like, hey, I'll go to Amazon from now on because they take anything back. And they refund the things as soon as the tracking number says it was picked up. They already processed my refund before they even received the item, which is crazy. But I'm not complaining. I like that. But I'll take the in-store credit. It works. Unfortunately, I have to buy the new motherboard now, so I'm kind of about to purchase a 2 and then use up that store credit, which I do have a build coming up for a customer here very soon. So if I can just hold off and use that store credit towards that, because the whole build will be less than this motherboard was. But I'm getting the Asus Rampage 5 Extreme, which I knew I should have gotten in the first place, but oh well. I tried to save a few bucks and I got burned. And hopefully that works fine. I know my Maximus 5 formula never had a single issue, but always load the correct card every single freaking time. This thing is stupid. Oh, now look at, now we're on the middle screen, which is plugged into the top card. Would you look at that? I had to actually alternate, put the third one on the bottom card because otherwise I couldn't see nothing when it picks the wrong one. Hey, and now we're actually correct, but it doesn't always work like this. Sometimes it will say, hey, you need to redo your settings. Looks like this time I got lucky. It's got a mind of its own and does whatever it wants to do. And for 350 bucks, it pisses me off. So yeah, she's going back and we're getting Rampage 5 Extreme to replace it.